All right, guys, how's it going? I wanted to bring to your attention this article in AS today. I pronounce it AS. It's pronounced slightly different to that, but sometimes YouTube thinks I'm using naughty words when I pronounce it properly. So AS, it's a pro-Real Madrid newspaper, Madrid-based, and they're talking about Wharton here, as you can see, option of the market, or a market option, if you like. And basically, they're bigging up Adam Wharton, saying that he's on Real Madrid's radar, very strong interest, and Liverpool are mentioned in the article, so that's obviously why I'm bringing it to your attention. Alexis Allister is not mentioned in this article. Often when they talk about needing midfield reinforcements, they slip in Allister, but they always, finish that by saying, but he would be too expensive and Liverpool wouldn't sell. So there's not I'm not going to go through this article with you or anything like that. But it mentions, I don't know if you could, down here it mentions Liverpool, and that's why I mentioned it. It's the only reason is literally that we're credited with having an interest. So let's just scroll down. The key points from the article, just in case you're interested. Real Madrid believe they still lack a true playmaker, an organiser. Adam Wharton, 21, Crystal Palace is seen as the ideal profile. They're footed, young, intelligent on the ball. Palace won't listen for less than 80 million euros. Talks about what Madrid have already spent in the market. Oh my God, it's so funny. Dave, my AI, compiles these notes for me, and he's put, Madrid spent 178 million euros already on Trent. I can't believe it, puts Hoyson, Carreras, etc. Any move for Wharton would need a big sale first. Likely Rodrygo. We might be talking about him today. I know there's been a lot of chatter about him the last few days. And the thing is, people say, 3 journalists have mentioned it now. Yeah, that's because they all copy each other. And none of them are saying anything new to what we've gone over, to be honest with you, with Rodrygo. And the Madrid media exceptionally quiet on him, other than, flagging up that Rodrygo would be the one to finance this if he leaves this summer. But like I say, we'll probably talk about that later. It says Rodrygo's suitors include Man City, but he still wants to stay, and no official offers have arrived. Madrid wouldn't sell for less than 80 to 90 million euros, it says here. Now, going back to Wharton, it says he's impressed, led Palace to FA Cup and Community Shield wins in his first PL season, praised by Guardiola and former coaches. Palace have him tied until 2029, having signed him from Blackburn for 21 million euros last year. Liverpool, City, and especially United are also monitoring closely. And the only bit that to do with Liverpool is, Liverpool are specifically listed as one of the clubs tracking Wharton in the article, and he is framed as part of a group of wealthy suitors with strong interest. That's it, guys. There's nothing else. And I know many of you like Wharton. Many of you have suggested him, previously. So maybe you're interested about that. I think I just need you to know that the Madrid media seem to think that we have an interest. And also the fact that Alexis Allister is not mentioned in the article might be seen as a positive by some of you. I think Alexis Allister is going to be linked with Real Madrid this season. I do. But maybe this would change things, if they did do something. So we've got to keep an eye on Rodrygo's situation. Well, I'm not going to talk about Rodrygo in this video. Let's stick to one. But we have to keep an eye on it, because if he's sold, maybe that gives them finances. If they sign a player like this, maybe Alexis Allister drops out from their shortlist. He is on a shortlist at Real Madrid, but they're saying he would be an exceptionally difficult purchase. All right, that's it. So the reason for the video is to tell you that Liverpool are credited with having an interest. And, when Madrid or overseas clubs are sniffing around players, the links to or the credible information doesn't always come from, a Liverpool journal or something like that, because you might say, well, why are we not hearing this from Liverpool journals? Well, maybe the club doesn't want you to know. But the thing is, the Madrid-based journals will be talking to the agents and talking to people at Real Madrid, people doing the homework, and they'll have spoke to someone, and it might not be true, right? But someone somewhere has obviously told Real Madrid, Liverpool have been sniffing around him, and that's made its way into the Madrid press, if that makes sense. Do you get what I mean, don't you? Sometimes when the overseas clubs mention it, people will say well, how do they know? Well, if they're talking to his agent, the agents, might even just be throwing Liverpool's name in there, even if it's fake, right? So we have to be consider that. Anyway, well, you know the drill. Right, I'm off. Okay, I'll leave it with you. If you found the video interesting, not that there's much in it, but I still think it's worthy of a mention, please thumbs up the video. Please drop me a comment. What do you think about Wharton? Would you like to see him at Liverpool? I like him. He's a good player. If you want to buy me a beer or a coffee, you know the drill. You know, I'm what is it? There's a super thanks button under the video. I'm super and I deserve thanks. There you go. I like that one. It's made a few of you laugh when I've said that. Yeah, but anyway, when anyone ever does that, I always give them a shout out in my morning briefings, and my morning briefings are on my other YouTube channel, Duncan Oldham, the link of which is in the video description to that channel, and it also pops up on the screen as well. Remember, you only get 3 notifications in a 24-hour period, I think, for new uploads on YouTube. So it's possible there'll be more content, so you should be in the habit of checking my channel manually throughout the day, if you like my content, I guess. All right, guys, take it easy. Have a great weekend.